I'm recording this on January 6th, so I hope everybody enjoyed their holidays. Greetings! I'm Nate, and it's been 20 months since part 1, but I'm attempting to beat The Witcher 3 with nothing but a wooden sword. The rules for this challenge are relatively simple. I may use nothing but a wooden sword for melee attacks, so obviously this rules out the standard silver and steel swords. I may use bombs, signs, enchantments, and armor of any kind. I may not use a crossbow. And naturally, this will be completed on the Death March difficulty only, due to the nature of the challenge. I have used console commands to acquire a wooden sword at the start of the game in episode 1. I will also not be watching cutscenes, but I may mention them anyway. Here we are back in White Orchard, ready to set off to new lands. However, due to the difficulty of this challenge, we will not be doing that. We're going to be going to every corner of White Orchard, not leaving a single stone unturned, for the fact that it's been long rumored that if you look hard enough for long enough, in this land, you can find PowerPoints stashed all around the world. You might not be aware that Microsoft PowerPoints are in The Witcher 3, but now you know. We need to collect all of the places of power that we can, so we can put a bunch of points into the fast attack section of the skill tree to maximize our sword damage as much as we possibly can. Basically, my plan for this challenge is to spec into the fast attack section of the combat skill tree, and into sign damage. Defense will also be a priority, but a lesser one, but I will definitely be upgrading Quen a fair bit. So firstly, we head over here to collect a skill point from one of the places of power, but discover that there is a wraith guarding it. Fortunately, you only have to get this wraith to like half or a third health and it flees. You don't actually have to bother fully killing it. Now that we have acquired this first power point, we shall proceed to collect the rest of them. After all, we cannot rest until we collect all of the power points in the land to create the ultimate slideshow. I mean, become the most powerful. The second power point houses a ghoul nest for us to destroy. Fortunately, we can sneak past them and collect the power point without being detected, because fuck all that nonsense. Also, ghouls are really fucking hard to kill because of their healing ability. The third power point, we encounter an angry Mr. Bear. Unfortunately, angry Mr. Bear has to be put down due to his anger problems, and while it took a while, we collected power point number 3 successfully. These dismemberment effects while using the wooden sword will never get old. Power point number 4 is guarded by another ghoul nest. Unfortunately, this time we will have to find another way through them as we can't sneak around. Ghouls are exceptionally annoying, as I mentioned earlier, due to their healing ability, so we're going to have to find another way because we cannot outdamage their healing ability. Maybe we can single them out or take them out one at a time, I don't know, we'll have to figure it out in a minute, as to the fact that I just got my ass kicked. I mean, this is a challenge and we are playing on Death March after all. Alright, attempt number 2. I learned something very valuable that's probably going to be the key for this entire challenge. I'm not sure why I didn't know this before, probably because it's been so long since I've played, but apparently you do much more damage on horseback. Armed with this information, fights should be significantly easier now, as long as I can bring Roach to the fight anyway. Unfortunately, due to learning this information, I was a bit surprised in the moment and still lost this fight. As they say, third time's the charm. I killed them, destroyed their nest, and collected the power point. Now that we have acquired all of the power points in White Orchard, we shall move on. You know, I just realized something. We're going around land that isn't ours, stealing power points to use for ourselves. That, of course, is plagiarism. Therefore, Geralt and his goal throughout this challenge shall be to become the world's biggest plagiarizer by stealing and repurposing all of the power points in all of the lands. In the middle of a moderately long cutscene, the game forces a silver sword upon us again, but fortunately in the cutscene, the game does in fact recognize the wooden sword. I pity myself for having to watch all of the cutscenes in this game again whenever I decide to do the Witcher Oversimplified series. After a solid 30 minutes of cutscenes that thankfully we are not watching, we beat this guy in Gwent. After that, we're thrust into the wide world of Velen. We are given the opportunity to investigate a lead for this story in Velen or in Novigrad, but we'll be starting in Velen due to its lower level requirements. I will be picking up side quests along the way. Some will make it into the video, some will not. I will not do some, I'm not going to be 100%ing this. However, as the challenge dictates, any enemy I kill must and will be using the wooden sword. However, the primary purpose of this challenge is still to complete the main quest, quest, and maybe DLCs if it does well enough, so don't forget to comment and share with your friends to help promote me in the algorithm if you want to see that. Wait, where was I? Ah yeah, complete the main quest while never utilizing a silver or steel sword unless the game gives me no other option whatsoever. I will complete some side content along the way to level up and become more powerful if or when it is necessary to or becoming too difficult to complete the main quest. Now we make our way over to Oxenfurt because I forgot you need a pass to get in, and then I decide to call it quits for this episode. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I know it's been a very long time since the last episode, and I know this episode has been short. However, I promise it won't be nearly as long of a wait until the next episode. I had over 2.5 hours of footage that I had to use somehow, mainly just collecting skill points and side quests to do later. The Witcher 3 likes to have a lot of times where you go for hours and hours without touching the main quest, and well, that's pretty disastrous on my hard drive space, even though I do have 8.5 terabytes. Anyways, that's it for this video. As I said in my last video, prepare for big things in 2023. I have a lot of plans. First off, I am starting a business, so please head on over to my business's channel. I'll be uploading real-life content relating to my business and work on there. Link is in the description and on screen now. Also, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe here. Nate out.